Hey everyone, welcome to part 2 or week 2 of the self-playing critique here on the NXL 2018 World Cup layout. I thought we were going to be practicing Aftermath. I'm not sure exactly what happened. I do know that when this video drops, I'm probably going to be on my way to go and practice the Russians. So Russian Legion is, well, it'll be today when this is released on Tuesday. And then Wednesday we're practicing, I think it's Dynasty Heat, Kiev United, and I think Aftershock. So it'll be a good practice, so if you're at the event, you want to come and say hi, please be sure to do that. I will be working at the Exalt booth, so in between my matches, before and after, I'll be over there working, so be sure to come and say hi. I'd like to be able to meet you guys, and yeah, so without further ado, let's just jump right into this first point. So like I had said before, I do play front Dorito for the MLKings, so sorry to my snake players. This one for sure, I do not have any sort of anything, honestly, to say from the actual snake side, but I can at least tell you some shots on the Dorito side. This guy said that the shot was real close, so I think that he actually got through the gap. So 10 balls a second, ultimately, there's only so much that you can do. I think what we were still trying to figure out the layout. This was on Saturday, I believe. Some of them are mixed in between there, but yeah, we were trying to see if we could slow it down. On the Dorito side, it's really not the most ideal thing to do. I think we do end up pulling it out here, but yeah, it's not ideal to be doing that. Now I should have put my gun down when I was reloading there, and yeah, so that wasn't smart. So getting out here, just trying to get out wide, and I think, yeah, so I just got up here, and no one was looking cross. You want to make sure that you have those cross shots there, so I ended up shooting the Dorito there. But yeah, you want to make sure that you have those cross shots from the snake, so that way you can stop the Dorito from moving up, because it can be tough from this spot that I'm at now. You can still move up on the inside of that Dorito that's just to the left of me. So this one that I'm in right now, if you go on the inside of it, that side that I'm looking at right now, not there, the other side, you can actually still keep moving up. If you are behind someone, it is going to be ideal to get out to the tape, so that way you can help them and protect them. You can also stand up pretty tall and wrap and shoot a lot of the inside of the field there, so it's going to be advisable to make sure that you're on the tape. And yeah, so we were just talking here, and I guess I could have been talking more. There's always room for more talking, and yeah, so we ended up winning that point. So there's a lot of quick points on this layout. There are some slow ones that you can have. So this is a shot here that they gave me the chance to keep going, so I just decided to keep going. So this is something that, again, this Dorito side, there's a lot of different ways that you can get up the field, and a lot of different ways that you're able to maneuver. So it's not like you only have one route that you can take. What I was trying to do there was shoot off that pin into that brick. Now that brick there is, you're only going to be able to shoot that guy on the bounce shot if he's further on the inside of the brick. So if he's on that corner that's closer to the center of the field. So here I'm just kind of scouting around, just trying to figure out what to do. And yeah, so once that guy got wide, I think I do try to get over. Yeah, I get into the 50 wing here, and now it's more advisable to stay on the outside on the wrap. So me looking inside like this wasn't necessarily the best thing to do. So I'm trying to battle two guys. You can see I'm shooting at the brick there, as well as the snake corner. I think the snake corner ends up shooting me here. And yeah, I mean, trying to battle two guys is going to be tough. It's better to play on the wrap on the outside of that wing there. So like I said, I like to show you the good, bad, and the ugly. So that was definitely one of the ugly ones. So again, you want to be aggressive on this Dorito side. If they give you a chance to move, you have to take it. And if you can do it where you don't actually push the bunker at all, then you're able to go ahead and get a little bit more sneaky. So I'm trying to play the wrap here and basically yeah, just stop the Dorito from moving out. I think what I was trying to do there was bounce it off that Dorito. I like to just try things at practice, so that definitely isn't something that worked.
Dorito one's on me outside.
So me playing this this outside is good because, one, I can see the guy if he overslides, and I already have dominance on the tape side of the field. So if you are playing the front Dorito, it's gonna be better to try to play the wrap of this bunker.
All right, Dorito corner.
So just trying to talk with the guy next to me, trying to figure out what's going on, and
Dorito corner, he's on tape. Dorito corner's on tape.
So you can hear the communication there is just telling him where the shots are coming from.
Dorito one filled out. So Alpha. Okay.
So we're just talking back and forth, just trying to figure out.
I hear someone on Snake side though. Dorito corner, can you? What's that?
So yeah, that's the kind of conversations that you want to have with your player is making sure that you can just have that kind of a conversation essentially on the field, because you want to be able to help each other out. So there might be something that I can shoot that he can't. Now me looking inside is going to end up not being the best, because one of the guys does end up getting a shot in on me on my leg. And I can't remember if we won this point or not. But yeah, he ends up shooting me there. If I played the outside and even gotten into their Dorito, I think that would have been more ideal than what I had done there. So that cross shot works really, really well for the Snake player. So I don't know if it was me or one of the other guys was shooting that side as well. And yeah, so it was one of us ended up shooting that guy. But yeah, shooting that cross shot, you can drop in some good shots there. Now, something that we noticed was that if you are playing behind someone, you want to actually move up with them. The more aggressive, the better, especially on this Dorito field. So I'm just taking the spots that he was just at, and just talking back and forth with my player.
Check out the Dorito.
So I'm just trying to make sure that he knows that guy did actually get out or not. Because sometimes they get bounced, and that happens. So we're just trying to close out the point here, and we end up winning the point. So again, you can have some really quick games on this field. I would really say don't come off the trigger. You want to make sure that you're just shooting constantly. Now, the reason why I put this one on, and it's going to be, this is going to be kind of a boring point for you guys, but I wanted to show you this as an example. So I got into this, the mini Dorito, we're calling it Dorito 2, on this side of the field, on the Dorito side. The brick on the Snake side was shooting at me. I think it was him, and, or it wasn't, I'm sorry, it wasn't the brick, it was one of the bunkers behind there. And then I also had someone down tape. So, although I got good position here, I wasn't really effective. It wasn't like I was able to do a lot of damage. So yes, I am pulling guns, but I just had to push into the bunker, and even though I am pulling 2 guns, they're still able to stop the other guys behind me from doing any moves, because ultimately I can't really shoot. So they end up getting to the 50 wing. Once I'm able to actually get shooting, it's good, but I wasn't tucked in enough, and one of the guys drops in a shot on my hopper here in a second. But I wanted to show you this as an example. So although that I can get to this bunker, it's not always the best thing to get further up the field if it's not effective. So yeah, so that wasn't the most ideal situation. Now, if they give you a chance to move like this, you want to make sure that you're taking it. I think I did get bounced getting up there, but yeah, just trying to talk with the guys around me. And once you get further up the field, you want to make sure that you are just pushing, especially once you start getting those kills. You want to make sure that you're continuing that push. I mean, it's a weird balance of like gas brake, because sometimes there are times that on this field that you need to kind of slow down, especially if you just lost a body, or if you, yeah, maybe they're further up on the Dorito side or the Snake side. You want to kind of slow down and figure it out. But if you have the body advantage, it might as well take the risk and get up the field.
Guru's shooting the cross, or God is shooting cross.
So just trying to say that these are the guys that are shooting at me, so they're the ones that are going to stop me from moving up. But you can see the other player here was able to kind of sneak up on him, and it gave me a chance to move out and shoot this guy here.
In the middle.
So this worked pretty well. this is a run that ended up working out very well. So this is what I mean by you can kind of snake through and do different things. But going out to that first Dorito, if you go out a little bit wider, kind of where the far right stake would be, in this case it was far right, so the outside stake, that yellow stake is, you can block out some of the inside shots, and you just have to watch out for the tape shots.
Yeah, kill the guru.
So it ends up that they got into the snake, and I didn't want to come off of him because that guy would have my whole back. So it's not going to be ideal. So so that was stupid of me to drop my gun like that. I should have just kept it up. I think I had to kind of get into a weird spot. I didn't have as much paint, but that's not an excuse. I should still be playing. What I was trying to do there was actually bounce it off that wing into the snake that he was in. So he was in our snake, so I don't want to just give that up. Now in a second here, it's going to go into slow-mo. The reason why I did this is because I want to talk about what was happening. So you want to be listening to where the other guys are at. I heard his gun real close, so I stand up tall here and shoot up over the top, and it ends up that the player was rapping. Now it's a risk, and absolutely it's a risk, but with him being so close, I need to make sure that if I can shoot him, that I do. And we do trade here, but it allowed my player behind me now to be able to play the rap and get further up the field. So although it wasn't the most ideal because I got shot, it helps my team out. So now they can kind of play more the rap, and even though there was that snake there, it's a little bit more comfortable when you don't have to try to hide from both sides, the right and left side. So again, these are the kind of routes that you can take to still block people out. And it isn't necessarily always the worst thing to not just be sitting there shooting, if you're further up the field, that is. So what I was trying to do here was actually shoot a bounce shot, and I don't want them to know that I got further up the field, so I end up shooting this guy behind in the can. I saw this guy's arm, so I went over and shot him, and that gave me the chance. You don't want to just keep running down the field. You want to play it smart, so I was able to shoot two and then shoot a third guy, and I think I shoot the last one as well. So I was able to clear that out. Now this is a run that can be tough, to say the least, but it's something that if you don't have anyone shooting the cross on you, you can just keep going and go further up on the Dorito side and just keep moving up. Now, what I do here is I don't want to keep moving up because I have a good shot on this 50 wing that I'm shooting at. What I'm doing is just trying to keep pressure on him, just making sure that I'm able to make it where he can't look inside at all, and he isn't gonna be able to do any damage, whether it be shooting me or shooting the person that was behind me. So they say, I heard the guy say that, or my player behind me say that guy was there, so I had to go and try to get him. I was the closest one. Ended up I was able to shoot him and stay alive. Now, you are blocked out from the 50 snake if you're at the 50 of the Dorito. So here I was able just to kind of go and clear out the field. I think it was just this one last player here. I was nice to him. I think I only, I didn't shoot him a lot. So, but yeah, so with this spot here, I think this one might have been one that.
Hey, Dorito one, kill one, ball one, Toyota.
Yeah, just trying to just kind of quarterback essentially and tell my player what it is that's going on. Just talking. I know that we have weird codes, but it was like Czech translations that got moved into English. So yeah. So anyways, so you can hear these conversations. So Danson and I both play Dorito here with the Kings, and we're just talking. You want to make sure that your player, if you go behind someone, that he knows or she knows that you have someone there. This is something I told one of the other players on the team, is I wasn't sure if he was dead or not, and I did eventually look over and see that he was still alive, but that would have been something that, I don't know, maybe if someone moved on the field when I was looking back, that I wouldn't have seen that move. So you can just help out the person in front of you if you just tell them that, hey, I'm behind you. I don't know why I keep dropping my gun. It's
Dorito
really,
two.
really, really stupid of me.
Dorito 2! I can't. Dorito 2 blocks the shot, Danson.
Now, so this was actually a communication
two.
breakdown here. Danson was trying to tell me, hey, get out to the Dorito corner, and I thought he was saying shoot the corner. So
Snake corner.
I thought.
Yep. Hey, Dorito 1.
I thought that he was saying shoot the Dorito corner, so that's why I was trying to tell him, like, no, I can't see that because that guy is blocked out. But yeah, he was actually trying to say get out to the Dorito corner. It ends up working out what we did here.
Dorito, or snake corner.
So yeah, we're just talking back and forth. I know obviously you're going to hear me a little bit more because the mic is right there with the GoPro. Once he gets further up the field, I actually just follow right here, and I can actually still protect his tape. If there's if that guy tries to go, I'm gonna see him. I'm gonna see him go.
Hey, Dorito 2, Dorito 1.
So I'm just gonna stay posted
Dorito
and make
2,
sure
Dorito
that that the
Dorito
Danson in
2.
front of me is protected. So I think I might have tried the bounce shot. No, I was just trying to shoot the Dorito 2 here, which is that little baby Dorito. So it ends up, I think Danson snaps him out, and then once he does that, then we're able to play the wrap. And actually, no, that was the last guy, I guess. So we were able to finish off the game there. So this one, if you try to delay further in the back, I did get bounce going out here, and I told the guy later, if you shoot up over the top of that pin that I was just looking at, you can drop it right in from that first Aztec on the snake side on the back line near where the start box is. If you shoot up over the top of the pin and drop it into that Dorito 1, it'll drop right into where it needs to be. Now, that move that I did just before when I was talking about that, on the inside of the Dorito, you can actually go ahead and block out the can that can shoot the outside of you. So I heard them saying that the call for our 50 Dorito there, or the 50 wing. So I was just posted just in case he tried to wrap, and I think he does. It's bad that I missed that shot, but I make up for it here because I just went and got him and was able to take his spot, and that helped finish out the game. So guys, I hope that made sense. I hope that it helps you all out. Again, if you're at World Cup, please stop by and say hi. I'll be working at the Exalt booth, or you can watch me on the pro field. I know that we play Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Thursday, I think, is at like 1 o'clock against the Ironmen. Friday, we have 2 matches with Seattle Thunder and AC Dallas, I think. And then Saturday is NYX at 8:30 in the morning. So I understand if you guys don't want to go to that one. But so I'll be out there if you want to stop by, say hi. Like I said, I like meeting you guys. So what I was saying earlier, real quick before I end off the video here, is if you are in a spot that you want to be sneaky, that's when you don't want to be shooting. You want to make it where they have to kind of guess where you're at. Now, if you're in a spot that you're behind someone, or if they already know that you're there, start rolling that gun. You want to make sure that you're talking at that point. The only time that it might get a little bit iffy is if you're shooting and you're at like the 50 at the center of the field, either on the snake side or the Dorito side, is that you can hear the difference of where the guy is shooting. But that's when you have to trust the guys behind you. So it's hard to say. I know I said shoot all the time, but then I said you have to kind of slow it down. So paintball is weird like that, where it can be stop and go very quickly. So I hope that made sense. And I can always try to clarify it for you, I guess, in person. But I'm going to stop rambling. So we have practice. So I'm doing this on Monday night. So when this airs, we're practicing the Russians. And then Wednesday, I'll be at the venue practicing with a bunch of other people. So please stop by and say hi. And as always, remember, watch, learn, win. Thanks.